Did you see that? Welcome back to Home in the Shed.
And here he is, John Inman from Are You Being Served?
Have a go. I don't know why the hell you got that. What's the story behind it?
I don't know. I was, you know, doing the usual, like in a charity shop.
I can actually hear him saying it.
And I just saw it, and I thought, there's no way I'm leaving this store without buying that, because I thought that's what I do now when I go into places. If ever I see anything like this, I just think of At Home in the Shed.
Yeah, there you go.
I've got to bring this stuff to the masses. You know?
See what he does for you? He mugs himself off in a charity shop.
Yeah.
I mean, what if one of your record
Exactly. I mean,
friends come in and
I could get some strange looks and that, you know. People like expect to see me digging through the, you know, the rare funk and soul section. Will see me buying John Inman records. I could get in trouble.
What's it like? Is it bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad actually. Yeah. Actually, it's. I was surprised to find out that he's actually made 2 other records apart from this. He's made one which is called I'm Free, which is Imagine, of course, you know, and another one, and then this one. But this is him singing with like a brass band. It's got John Inman with a bit of brass, and it's got the Laughing Policeman, Northern Lament, Lily of Laguna. Surely
he's got If I Had a Hammer on there, hasn't he?
Well, it should be, but it's not. I mean, a Policeman's Lot, Cat-Like Tread, Pa. No, I mean, yeah, it's not good actually. It's all right if you like brass bands, then it's up your street. But it's John Inman and that sort of camp voice and that with the brass, it don't go too well.
Oh man.
So kicked off with that.
So I suppose we better get on with what we're here for then, really.
Better jump straight into the infamous Arch Hall Jr. Now this guy is a cult hero, Arch Hall Jr. And this is called Wild Guitar, and it's one of them 60s films where he's like he just drifts into town, you know, and he wants to be a singer, you know, wants to be, you know, like a pop star or whatever, and he gets taken in by some some sort of, you know, record mogul, gives him lots of money and that, and he gets spoilt, you know. But it is good. I mean, I must admit it's good, and it's on this thing called Something Weird Video,
right?
And it's like they put out a lot of these sorts of things. But he's I don't know. I think he might have been featured once on one of them Jonathan Ross Incredibly Strange Movie shows, Arch Hall Jr. Because he made a few films. He made this one, which is called Wild Guitar, and there's another one on this DVD called The Choppers. Right. It's about people like stock car racing, like, you know, like juvenile delinquents.
NASCAR and all that kind, yeah.
But it's pretty good. He's got an unusual sort of face, you know. He looks like he's got like a sort of like a
plastic
Neanderthal look to him.
Yeah. Like a burnt villain.
Yeah. But he made another film called Egar, and that was exactly as it was spelled, E-E-G-A-H, Egar, you know, and it was him. And remember the guy from James Bond who had them metal teeth?
Oh yeah.
What was that actor's name now?
His name, yeah. Bloody hell.
Oh, I forget his name, but he was. They called him Jaws in the film, didn't they?
Right, yeah.
But I did know his actual name, but I've forgotten him now.
Yeah.
But he plays this prehistoric creature in this film, Egar, and he's like the guy trying to catch him, like, you know, his girlfriend. Girlfriend gets kidnapped and he chases after him.
Say no more.
But this is good. This DVD as well. It's got a lot of like bonus footage on it, and it's got a little film of these people in a nightclub in Chicago in 1960, and they're doing the twist and stuff like that.
Right.
And you've got these blokes, they look like bank managers, like, you know, with like pinstripe suits and glasses and that, doing the twist and that. Like Dolly Birds, they've done it right.
Nah, not having that.
But it is this, and like I said, it is Arch Hall Jr. And yeah.
I'm sure we can find a little snippet on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, this film Wild Guitar, I think on YouTube there's a little clip of him doing the song from it. Right. The main sort of track, you know, which you probably could have bought as a record years ago, possibly, you know. Yeah, so right, the next one I got. Now this is The Swap. Robert De Niro, The Swap.
Oh, he's young there, isn't he?
Yeah. And
Don't remember that film.
well, once again, he's not in it for long.
Ah.
And I mean, obviously, the people who've put that film out, they've tried to sell it by obviously putting Robert De Niro on the cover.
I mean, it's got there. He's tough. He's cool. He murders.
He's
murdered to women, and they're death on him.
Death on him.
But it's not him.
But he's in it, but only for about the first 5 minutes. And
Weird.
this is a book I've got, which I've had for years, called The Cinema of Robert De Niro. And I was looking it up in it today, and it's got about this actual film, The Swap, in there. And it says Sam, Robert De Niro, is an up-and-coming film editor who inadvertently films the wrong people at the wrong time and is quickly disposed of. So I remember at the beginning of the film now, that's what happens, but you only see him for 5 minutes. And then 10 years later, Sam's brother Vito leaves prison bent on unearthing the culprit. So basically, De Niro's in it for about 5 minutes at the beginning.
So pointless.
Well, if you're a De Niro fan, you know, it's worth having just for the first few scenes. And from what I can remember, it wasn't a bad film. I mean, it was quite good.
I just feel like I've been diddled on the first.
Yeah, that's it, because you're expecting him to be in it, like, you know. And the thing is, the bit that he's in, the scenes that he's in are good. They're good scenes.
Yeah, it would be, with him.
You know, and he looks like he looked in Mean Streets in it. You know, the film was really about 1970, I think. But also, that was one my dad bought in one time. He came in from Romford, and he said, "Yeah, I've got you a film here." Look, he said, and when I saw it, I remembered it from this book. And I thought, "Oh, great," because the early ones are difficult ones to find, you know. But
I like that.
Yeah,
it's because one of them things that comes out of nowhere, isn't it?
Just jumps out of nowhere. I mean, that made a good film poster, actually.
Good old Ken always used to find the odd film, the odd classic, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what was good, because he was getting good at finding stuff.
He was.
I mean, he come in one night with a Clash album.
Yeah.
See, I've got this for you today. And I thought, blimey, well spotted, you know what I mean?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
But, so I might have to watch that again, actually. But it was very low budget, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're gonna draw it to a close again. Hope you enjoyed the latest episode.
Yeah.
And hope you're enjoying every week. You know, doing an episode a week now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
obviously we've pre-recorded them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Some of them.
But I mean, hope you like the selections that we're trying to like broaden our horizons a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it works well, actually.
I have to keep tearing him back, because he goes off on a whim sometimes. Certain stuff he brings, you know. I mean,
well, this is what happens.
Reefer Madness was,
This is what happens. I start looking through my stuff and that, and I see things that I haven't watched for a couple of years, and I think, oh wow, I remember this being completely off the wall, and I just feel that I have to bring it along. I mean, one of my all-time favourites is a film called Fat Guy Goes Nutsoid.
You love that film, didn't you?
I really like it, yeah. And,
is that the one with a knob?
He's like a lunatic, isn't it? He escapes from an asylum, and with these two brothers, these two Jewish brothers, and he's running around New York. He's like a punk, you know.
Oh right, yes.
He's dancing with these punks in his club and that. And just the cover itself is just enough to draw you in, you know.
We used to have some nights like that, not knowing where we were, what club we was in.
Yeah. And a couple of nights on the Thunderbird Wine as well.
Yeah. Remember we got pulled into that Spanish bar that night?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just gravitated towards it somehow.
Yeah.
Sort of walking
mind their own business, wouldn't we?
Yeah, just walking past the door and somehow just end up walking down the steps, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, the girl said to us, she said, no one's turned up to the party.
Yeah.
You want to come and join us? So we got rotten down there, didn't we? We got slung out.
Was it a free bar down there? Yeah. Well, what the hell, I mean, they invited us. I mean,
what can you say?
We weren't party animals, but I mean, we like to drink, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Especially if it's free of charge. But yeah, as I say, going to call it there. And,
so maybe next week or the week after, we'll have something new, some new stuff.
Yeah, keep tuning in.
You know, and just keep trying to find unusual things.
John Inman knocks you out of the park. We just have one more look at the album before we go. Jacket. God,
There's actually a thing on YouTube, and it's there's a few of them on YouTube. It's the world's worst album covers.
Right.
And there's some really bad ones on there, and I think this should possibly be one that should be added. I think it's like the cheekiness of like bit of brass, you know. Cheeky.
Oh, no, yeah. Said the word brass. Right, from De Niro.
Yep.
To John
Inman. To Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
To Arch Hall.
Yeah. To Patty Boulay.
To Patty Boulay.
Even though she weren't in it, it's the first thing that came in my head.
What the hell? We like her anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Off the cuff. That's what we're all about. Right. See you soon.
Okay then.
Ta-ra.
Cheers.
Bye.
Once was I, by Jingo much admired. The army lost a treasure on the day that I retired. They begged of me to leave, they asked it as a boon. They said my ginger whiskers made the guns go off too soon. But damn it, peace or war, to me it's all the same. Chasing ladies, being chased has always been my game.